Look how nice it is out here though. Jeez. What a day. I'm trying to see what's up with this camera. So, good place to test this camera I thought would be here, because it's just super shady and then sunny in some spots and then dark in some areas. I'm sure the X5 will perform pretty good. I lowered the exposure just a little bit because I feel like, whoa, it was too high at 0 and even at -3, so I put it to, or -0.3, so I put it to -0.7. Whoa, hopefully that does better. Almost lost my front end there. All right. Yep. And two, wanted to test the mic. I'm not used to talking while riding because I could try to do like one or the other and I have to concentrate on the trail, but I feel like talking makes me concentrate a little bit more, even though that's kind of weird, but it's true. Whoa, these rocks are loose. This section of the trail's so fun. Like, it's fast. Between this and the lower part of Scobie, it's got to be my favorite part of these trails. Okay. Oop. It's pretty tight turn right there. Section. Whew. All right. Towards the end.
All right, guys. So here's the deal with the X5. This is probably my favorite camera. Well, not probably. It is my favorite camera to use mountain biking. I really like using the 360 camera. I had the X3 for a while, and then I've used GoPros, and this trail on this section I would lose the stability and I would lose the clarity of the videos. They would just get real grainy, and then you could see a bunch of jittery because the cameras would struggle in these low light situations. But from using the Ace Pro 2 and now using this X5, this one's got to be my favorite. I like the Ace Pro 2 because it has really good clean footage, but the X5 is just a lot easier for mountain biking because I could just, you know, shoot and then post-production aim it where I want to aim it. Sometimes with the Ace Pro 2 I'd have the camera maybe too low or maybe too high, and I'm just like, damn, I just messed up this whole footage. I didn't bother to check, you know, if the frame was good. But anyways, yeah, this has to be my favorite. On this video I had the EV setting at 0 because this was the first trail I hit, and I realized it was a little too bright. So all I did post-production was just mess with the highlights, a little bit of the shadows, you know, some of the coloring I messed with, but that's kind of it. I don't go too crazy into like looking at the waveforms and all that stuff, which is something I want to learn later on, but as far as right now, it's a little easier for me to just mess with the basic settings.
Not too bad.
And another reason why I like the 360 cameras is because you're able to see more of the setting, like more of the trails, more of the views, and that's one of the big reasons why I like, you know, using this camera, is because you could see a lot more. With the Ace Pro 2 and those kinds of style of action cameras, it's kind of like, you know, it's a lot of it's cropped out, and with this one I could put as much as the view as I want, you know. And I'm just able to see it all on video later, and that's like my favorite thing ever. So what I like to see in these mountain biking videos is exactly what I like to film, and the 360 camera lets me do that. And I feel like now seeing the footage with just like the basic settings or straight out of the box, it still records good footage. I don't have to stress about like if I accidentally hit quick capture and it just resorts to either the last thing that I had set, or I start recording and I accidentally pick, you know, a different profile to shoot with, and it's like the settings are all basic and fresh out of the box. It still gets good footage, so I don't have to worry about like, oh man, you know, I didn't mess with the exposure, or the white balance is not to where I want it. Like, I don't have to worry about none of that. Like, it's still gonna record good footage, which is like awesome. So that's a big deal for me, because yeah, before I would try to match, you know, the white balance and the exposure settings before riding, and then out here in the Pacific Northwest, like the clouds roll in and it's a little bit darker, so then the footage is messed up. So that was like super annoying for me, because yeah, it gets frustrating. It's like you had your settings set up and the first half of the day is good, and then the second half of your riding, or even mid-ride, it's like the sun goes away or it gets real shady, and then boom, like footage sucks. But yeah, 360 cameras, the X5 is freaking awesome. The only things that I don't like about this camera, and I noticed it on the X3 as well, is when I go to press the record button and stop recording, it doesn't do it right away. Like, I'll press the button and nothing happens, and I'm like, what the heck? So I press it again and nothing happens, and it's like I have to press it for half a second and then it'll stop. Or if I press it for half a second, sometimes it thinks I'm trying to like cancel the recording. So yeah, it's just like, I just wish I could just press it and it starts recording, and press it and it stops recording. Like, sometimes I feel like because you could long press it to cancel the entire recording, or if you do like a quick press, like nothing happens. It's like you have to get the timing right when you're pushing record and stop recording. It's the same button, but yeah, when you're pushing them, it sometimes like doesn't register, and that's like probably the only thing I don't like, and it gets a little bit annoying. But I feel like since this captures the best footage that I've recorded, I really don't mind it. So with that being said, guys, hopefully you like these angles and this 360 camera footage, because this is going to be the camera that I'm going to be using probably for a while. It has everything that I needed to do. The mic is amazing, you know, the footage is great, and 360 cameras are my favorite to use. So yeah, other than that, I had a fun day. It was after work and I was really tired, so I just came to hit these trails real quick and test out the camera because I was super excited. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for the video. I'm gonna leave you guys off here on Scoby. But if you guys enjoyed it, like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, leave a comment explaining why in the hell you didn't like this video. No, I'm just kidding. No, but for real though, if there's something you didn't like, you could comment down and give me some feedback. I really don't mind it. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.
Okay. I like that jump right there. All right, go. Oh, yes. Okay. All right. Well, not so bad.